Or was it simply Stephen Jones sending a message that no one, not even the most popular stars, are safe when the team's culture, salary cap, or direction is on the line? One thing is clear, this decision was not made lightly, and it's left fans, players, analysts, and the wider NFL community in total shock. Now, let's break this down because this story isn't just about one player. It's about the Dallas Cowboys as an organization. It's about leadership. It's about the state of the locker room. It's about identity. And most of all, it's about the pressure that's been boiling beneath the surface for months, if not years. Let's start with what we know. Stephen Jones has been publicly vocal for the past year about needing to manage the cap more aggressively, take a selectively aggressive approach to free agency, and build a sustainable core. But behind closed doors, we've heard rumblings that the Jones family, especially Stephen, has grown tired of the inconsistency and underperformance of some of the team's high-paid players, especially those who've shown either signs of decline, injury-prone behavior, or, more critically, an attitude. That doesn't reflect the team-first mindset they've been trying to enforce. Now imagine you're sitting in the war room with Stephen Jones, the coaching staff, and cap analysts, staring at a whiteboard covered with names, contracts, bonuses, and injury reports. The conversation shifts. Who do we really trust to deliver? Who's holding this team back? And boom, a name gets circled. The writing is on the wall. The call is made. And just like that, one of the biggest names in the Dallas Cowboys locker room is gone. Gone from the building. Gone from the plans. Gone from the culture. Now, understandably, the fan reaction is nothing short of nuclear. Social media is exploding. Twitter, or X, is overflowing with shock, memes, disbelief, and anger. Instagram stories light up with fans burning jerseys, posting emotional tributes, or simply asking, why now? Why him? And the locker room? Reports suggest the atmosphere is tense. Some players are rattled. Some are quietly supportive. Others are frustrated, confused, maybe even furious. This wasn't just a teammate, it was a leader, a friend, a mentor, a symbol of hope for many young players who looked up to him. Some insiders are calling this a power play by Stephen Jones, a way to assert control, to show that he's not afraid to make unpopular decisions, even if it risks temporary chaos. Others are calling it a panic move, a last-ditch attempt to course-correct a franchise that's been stuck in the purgatory of almost good enough for far too long. And then there's the money. Always follow the money. Cutting a star player doesn't just shake the locker room, it often saves millions in salary cap space, money that can be used to pursue other free agents, extend players like CD Lamb, or restructure other deals to build long-term sustainability. So is this a bold chess move by Jones? Or a reckless gamble with devastating consequences? Let's not forget the history either Dallas has made controversial cuts before. Remember when DeMarcus Ware was let go? When Dez Bryant was released after years of headline-making catches? Each time, the debate raged, was it the right call, or a decision they'd regret for years? This cut now joins that infamous list. And depending on how the team performs in the coming weeks, it will either be hailed as visionary or condemned as a massive mistake. Some analysts believe this cut is a necessary evil, a way to wake up a roster that has underachieved and send a clear message. No one is above the team. Others think it's too heavy-handed, too early, and could fracture a team that was already walking on eggshells after a rocky start to the season. Let's also not ignore the timing. We're just a few weeks into a crucial season. Playoff hopes are still alive. The division is competitive. And now, just when you need cohesion the most, you rip out a key pillar of your defensive or offensive unit? It's either brilliant or reckless beyond belief. Meanwhile, other teams are licking their chops. The waiver wire will light up. Rival general managers will be on the phone within minutes. He's cut? Let's talk. We'll give him a fresh start. We've got the cap space. This is a feeding frenzy. And if the player lands on a rival, especially an NFC contender, you can bet it'll come back to haunt the Cowboys in prime time. Now, let's speculate for a second. What if this cut isn't just about performance or contracts? What if it was personality? Behind-the-scenes drama? A player not buying into the culture shift that Mike McCarthy and Stephen Jones are trying to instill? We've seen it before. Stars clashing with coaches, stars going off script, stars becoming bigger than the team. If this was about setting an example, then this might just be the opening salvo in a larger locker room purge. Could more cuts be coming? Could other veterans be on the chopping block? Is this the beginning of a full-blown culture reset? Don't forget this team still has major decisions to make on players like Micah Parsons, Dak Prescott, and CeeDee Lamb. The cap pressure is real. You can't pay everyone. So maybe, just maybe, this cut is the first domino. You get rid of one now so you can keep 3 later. But at what cost? What message does this send to your stars? Will cut anyone, anytime? Some will respond with hunger and humility, others with resentment. The reaction will vary. But make no mistake, the locker room dynamic has changed forever. And then there's the player himself. Wherever he ends up, you can bet he'll have a chip on his shoulder the size of Texas. If he was motivated before, he's about to turn into an animal. Every snap will be personal. Every game against Dallas, circled in red. That's how grudges work in the NFL. And if he balls out on another team, the Cowboys will look foolish. But if he flops, Jones looks like a genius. That's the gamble. High risk, high reward. And this story? It's not over, not by a long shot. Over the coming days, more details will leak. Anonymous sources will come forward. We'll hear the real story behind the cut. We'll get cryptic tweets, locker room reactions, interviews, maybe even podcasts from the player himself. So here's what you need to do. Subscribe to this channel right now. Turn on those notifications because we're going to be covering this story from every angle. We'll break down the cap implications, analyze replacements, watch for statements from the front office, and follow every twist and turn. And we want to hear from YOU. Was this the right move? Should Stephen Jones be praised for finally making tough decisions? Or has he made a massive mistake that will derail the Cowboys' entire season? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'll be featuring some of the best takes in our next video. This is the kind of moment that changes everything. For the player, for the team, for the fans, and for the legacy of Stephen Jones as a front office decision maker. So buckle up because this ride is just getting started. Bombshell news today. Fallout tomorrow. Repercussions all season. This is the NFL, and this is why we love it.